The problem of crime and delinquency is not only the headache of the law enforcement agencies of the government, but this is also the growing cancer in the society. It means na sa araw-araw may nagaganap na krimen at yan ay totoo naman. Hindi natin maiwasan pag nakikinig tayo sa mga balita, sa radio, nanonood tayo sa television, walang balita na walang krimen nagaganap. At mind you class, that nowadays it is not only committed by a matured person, but a minor one also is labeling the crime committed by the matured one. So it is really a cancer of the society. It is a growing epidemic of our society where on how we are going to control and prevent crime and to include delinquency. That's why pinapag-aralan natin sa criminal sociology kung ano ba ang dahilan, ano ang pinag-umpisahan ang mga krimeng nangyayari sa ngayon, kung ano ang pinagmulan. At uumpisahan natin yan sa pag-aaral natin kung ano ba ang criminology. In 1885, merong isang Italian law professor in the person of Raffaele Garofalo who coined the term criminologia. Okay? So yan muna yung unang term noon because it is pattern on the language of Italian term that which is criminology nga, no? And then here comes in the person of Paul Topinard. He is one of a French anthropologist, changed the criminologia to criminology, that until at present ginagamit na natin ang salitang criminology, GY. At nagsimula yan noong 1887 na kung saan si Paul Topinard, pinalitan niya nga yung ginawa ni Raffaele Garofalo na ang criminologia naging criminology, which alam naman nating lahat na ang ibig sabihin ng logy, it means study. At ang root word ng criminology ay yung crime. So, ibig sabihin, in short, ang ibig sabihin ng criminology ay study of crime. No? The word ology, the suffix ology, not logy. The suffix ology, this refers to the science or branch of learning, and term implies to the scientific study of crime or criminals. Yan, that is the very beginning why we need to study crime and to include criminals. Criminology came from the Latin word crimen, which means accusation, and the Greek word logia, which means scientific study of the nature and control of criminal behavior in both the individual and in society. The credit was given to Paul Topinard on who is the person crafted or created the word criminology is credited to Paul Topinard. Yan, wag niyong kalilimutan yan, no? So ano na ngayon ang criminology? So criminology is the study of crimes and criminals as a social phenomenon. Mind you class, that this is the old definition of criminology. Because at present, meron na tayong bagong definition of criminology based on the Republic Act 1113-1. So later on, papag-aralan natin yung bagong definition ng criminology. So at this moment, ang papag-usapan muna natin ay kung ano ba yung mga Yung nakaraang definition at saka yung present definition. By the way, wala namang pinagkaiba or hindi naman masyadong malayo yung ibig sabihin ng criminology noon sa ngayon. Kung baga na-specify lang kasi sa bagong batas natin under 1113.1, the term scientific, pinapag-awayan kasi yan. Kung ano ba ang criminology, it is a science or not a science. Kasi may mga nagsasabi na ang criminology is not a science. Pero sa bagong batas, okay, na nakalagay na doon, honoring that criminology is really a science. Okay? Scientific, it is a scientific study ang definition ng criminology. In the old definition, criminology sa dulo ng definition ng criminology is the social phenomenon. Ano ba ang phenomenon? Bakit tinatawag na social phenomenon? Phenomenon means it is observable kasi. Something which is observable. Yung nangyayari ngayon. Ano ba ang nangyayari ngayon? Balikan natin ang definition ng criminology. The scientific criminology is the study of crime and criminals as a social phenomenon. As a social phenomenon, it means it is presently observed. Yung crimes and criminals that are presently observed. Okay? At present, ano yung mga crime na nangyayari ngayon? Ngayon class, no, nadidiscover na natin na noon pa pala may sindikato na sa loob ng PhilHealth. Hanggang sa kasalukuyang nagsasalita ako, class, continuous ang syndicated crime na ginagawa sa loob ng PhilHealth. Yan ngayon ang result ng investigation ng lower house and the upper house, the Congress and the Senate. That's why really criminology is progress in nature. Progressive in nature ang criminology. Ang pag-aaral ng criminology is a progressive in its nature. Okay? So, ano ba yung 4 objects of interest in the study of criminology? Okay? Meron tayong 4. Number 1, crimes or the criminal act. Pag sinabi nating crime, it refers to an act that is in violation of the law, forbidding or commanding it. Kaya kung ang acts na ginawa mo ay wala sa batas, hindi mo binviolate ang batas, that is not a crime. Pero, kung yung ginawa mong act sa tingin mo hindi crime pero nasa batas, it is considered a crime. Kaya nga mayroon tayong maxim term or meron tayong legal term in the law that ignorance of the law excuses no one. Just like, for example, you defend yourself that you are not liable for the injury because of an accident happened committed by you. Idinidepensa mo, minsan kasi, lalong-lalo sa ganyan, sa mga example lang natin, traffic accident, nagmamaneho ka. Okay? At sa pagmamaneho mo, mayroong tumawid. Okay? At nabangga mo yung taong tumawid, sabihin na natin na namatay. Are you liable, class? The answer is yes, you are liable. Hindi mo pwedeng sabihin na nagdra-drive naman ako. Bakit niya hindi tiningnan yung kalsada kung mayroong paparating na sasakyan? Kasalanan niya. Alam niyo ba, class, that in law, driving, you are driving and you cause injury, you bump someone resulting to his death, okay, you are liable for that unless mayroon tayong unless, okay, you are acquitted by the court. But usually, class, in my readings, usually nasesentensyahan ang driver na nakabangga, lalo na kung patay yung kanyang nabangga. Kaya karamihan sa mga reckless imprudence, ang tawag dyan ay reckless imprudence. Karamihan sa mga reckless imprudence case, settlement ang ginagawa. To resolve the issue, they make a settlement between the victim and the person who caused the injury of the victim. So minsan ganun talaga, no? So sinasabi natin, wala akong kasalanan, pero sa mata ng batas may kasalanan ka. No? I experienced that. Nagdra-drive ako, class, driving. Yung dra-drive ako, and then a quick of an eye, a blink of an eye, or a sudden, kay libang, nabangga ko yung nasa harap ko. Okay? So, pumunta kami sa police station. Sabi ko sa police, sir, kasalanan niya, no? Kasi nag-stop siya sa gitna ng daan. Bakit kasi hindi siya nag-placer or hindi siya nagpagilid para doon mag-stop? And here comes that I am passing by also. Alam niyo, ang sabi ng police sa akin, sir, usually the person who drive at the back of the victim is the one who is liable, because it is your responsibility to be very careful as a driver. When you drive, you must be careful that no one will injured. So, it is your control to make a precaution not to injury a person or a vehicle in front of you. That's the problem, no? So, at that moment, so how can I defend myself? Yung investigador sa harap ng biktima ko, sinasabi niya na ako ang may kasalanan. So, ang ginawa ko talaga, to settle immediately the dispute, we made an agreement. So, see, napakahirap, no? Minsan, crimes, pinapag-aralan pa lang natin ang crimes. It is a broad study of crimes. Later on, as we go on our review, we will learn more about crimes. Okay? Number two object of interest is the criminals, the perpetrator of crimes. How can we say that a person is criminal? Basic class. You can never tell a person criminal or you are a criminal without the final judgment of the court. Without the final judgment of the judge who tried your case. Even you are the one who committed the crime. And let's say there are witnesses who witnessed the crime that you committed. If at this moment the judge or the court did not give his verdict to you, you are not a criminal. You are a suspect. You are accused. Today, napalitan na naman niyang term na yan, suspect. Okay? Ang term na naman natin dyan ay person of interest. See? Pinapalitan yan. Yan ang mga hakbang ng human rights kasi nakaka-degrade daw pag sinasabi natin na suspect. Pero alam nyo, suspect ka naman talaga kung talagang ikaw ang suspect Ba't ba natin papalitan? Pero wala na tayong magagawa, class, no? Yun talaga Pero thinking logically, walang logic na papalitan mo yung suspect. Suspect ka naman talaga. Kung ikaw talaga, lalo na kung may probable cause. No? Ngayon, pinalitan nila ngayon, person of interest daw, POI. You are POI, person of interest. No? Ganoon talaga. No? Next, number 3. Object of interest is the criminal behavior. A criminal behavior that is under psychology, the study of human behavior, really helps the investigator in order to dig deep in their investigation the behavior of the person of interest or the behavior of the suspect. Dito kasi sa term natin, class, no? Just like yung number 2, criminal, we are referring to the perpetrator of crimes, no? Pinapag-aralan natin ang mga ugali. Okay? Dito sa number 3, ganon din yung criminal behavior. Meron ba talaga siya behaviorally? Is he behave criminally? Talaga bang ugali niya nang gumawa ng krimen? Meron ba siyang talagang history history for committing crimes? Meron ba talaga? Kung meron, then you are really a criminal. Diba? But if you are not really a criminal and you have no previous record that you are a criminal, no? Can we judge that you have criminal behavior? But by the way, meron kasi tayong theory in the person of Cesar Lombroso in his positive theory in the study of the criminal behavior of a person, wherein lahat daw tayo meron tayong atavism traits. Ano yung atavism traits? According to Lombroso, atavism traits is a behavior that within us, sa loob natin, na animalistic behavior. Alam niyo ba ang mga animal? Kapag, alam niyo, animal, no? It's like, for example, a lion, prey, ano ba yung mga, ano ba? Wild pig, no? Pag kinakain nila yung kapwa nila hayop, no? Kinakain talaga nila, hindi nila talagang yung laman sa laman. Okay, kinakain nila yon. Ganun daw tayong mga tao rin. Meron tayong atavism trait, no? Na animalistic trait within us, that even how good you are, pag nagalit, na trigger, you were triggered to commit crime, you commit crime. Kaya sabi ni Lombroso, those kind of person, we will not treat them as a criminal, but we must treat them like a sick person that need to be hospitalized. Later on, mamaya papag-aralan natin yan. Dito muna tayo. May connection lang kasi siya sa criminal behavior. No? Na ang point lang natin dito, class, kapag you behave criminally, then really you are a criminal. But kung wala ka namang, you are not criminally behave, you don't have the behavior of a criminal, then maybe you are induced only to commit crime. Kung nakakommit ka man ng crime. At sa batas, in law, meron tayong justifying circumstances or exempting circumstances to exempt to justify a person even though he committed the crime. Diba? Now, number 4, object of interest in the study of criminology is the study of victims. Noon, wala kaming hindi namin masyadong pinapag-aralan ng study of victims noon, but here comes year 2020s, no? Talagang pinapag-aralan na ito, no? Itong study of victims, in ito nga yung victimology, no? Kasi more on criminals tayo eh. Rights of the accused, more on rights of the accused tayo. Okay? But how about the victims? If we provide free lawyer to those criminals who committed the crime, how about this victim? What privilege or rights that supposedly a victim must have? Actually, meron talaga tayong para sa mga biktima. Kaya lang, hindi kasi ito masyadong nai-emphasize kasi ang alam ko na batas, na may batas, ay yung Witness Protection Program or Witness Protection Law. If you stand to be a witness to a certain crime, there is a privilege or benefits that you will, or that the government will provide in return, that you need to witness, you act as a witness. So yan lang ang alam ko, but rights of a victim provided by the law, I don't think so. If there is a provision, a law as of today, giving rights to a victim, no? I think wala. So yan ang pinapag-aralan, number 4, object of interest ng criminology. Kaya nga tayo na mga criminology at nagpulis ka, ano naman ang garantiya na mapoprotektahan ang biktima? Maaari mayroong programa sa mga PNP, pero yung batas nga, I think wala, no? Yung guidelines sa mga biktima, maaaring meron siguro. At kung meron man, and then that must be implemented. Kawawa ang biktima eh. Ang accused, comparing sa accused sa biktima, ang accused, hinuli ni pulis, tumakbo si accused, binugbog si accused ng mga pulis kasi nga tumakbo. Pwede bang mag-file ng kaso at babalik ta rin ng accused na siya ay binugbog lang? Hindi dahil nag-escape. Pwede. No? At kapag tirinay yan sa korte na sinabi niya na binugbog po ako, sir, ng mga pulis. So ano na naman ang kaso ng mga pulis? Violation of human rights violation. Violation ng karapatang pantao. So violation, bawal. Bakit? Binugbog ka ng mga nanguhuli sa'yo. O ilalaban na naman nila yan. At kapag yan ang usapan sa korte at napatunayan, base sa istorya ng akusado, okay, magkakaroon ng technicality yan sa paghuli sa accused. Okay? Bakit magkakaroon ng technicality? Na-violate yung kanyang karapatan eh. Okay, di ba? Parang hinuli mo ang isang tao na wala kang warrant of arrest. Basta mo na lang hinuli, wala kang probable cause na dapat sana may warrant of arrest. Alam niyo yung mga simpleng ganun. Parang ganun lang, no? Ang senaryo. Magkakaroon ng technicality at grounds yan to dismiss the case. See? Grounds yan na ma-dismiss ang kaso. Hindi ko naman sinasabi na talagang madidismiss, kundi pwede, ground nga ground na madismiss ang kaso. That's why, no, ang investigation is not only a science, but it is an art. O ikaw, alam mo na ngayon, nag-aral ka ng criminology, pulis ka. O, anong gagawin mo ngayon? No? Kaya minsan, mga pulis, dapat matalino din tayo, matalino din kayo, mga pulis. Kinakailangan kahit ano bang ebidensya? Medical. Kinakailangan pag magpa-medical yan, o walang madidetect. O, di ba? At kinakailangan pag manghuli kayo, mayroong witness na talagang hinabol nyo. Hinabol nyo talaga at hindi nyo siya binugbog. Okay? Yan ang kinakailangan for you to be acquitted. Mahirap talaga ang trabaho ng pulis, ang tagapagpatupad ng batas. Maraming anggulo ang kokontra sa inyo kahit gumawa kayo ng tama.